the fundamental of IoT system in healthcare and how security consideration differ across each layer, like perception, network, application, etc. So, can you explain it that the architecture of the IoT in healthcare, especially in healthcare, as you were doing your work in that
Yes.
part?
Uh, as we say that IoT's main issue was privacy and data security. In healthcare, what is expected that data must not be get manipulated by somebody else, and similarly, that data becomes more private for that particular person. If that data becomes get by some another body else, and he disclose that data, then that person will be find some depression and
Yes.
all the things. So we require that data must be secure, more secure. So the first security is required is initially we start with hardware security. That is physical layer security we must require. So physical security must be maintained at the device itself side. Second one is we require network security because we're transmitting the data, because other securities we are not going to deal. That is like IP security or other securities we are not going to deal with that. So we require to find the network security, and secondly one is a physical security. So we require to maintain these two securities before considering for the healthcare applications, sir.
Yeah. So I would like to know also in terms of the layers, say the perception layer, do you have the idea, network layer or application layer for healthcare IoT, say, system?
As per security,
Yeah, as per security.
as per the security
Different,
application.
say, security consideration across the different layer, each layer. Say you are sharing about the perception layer, network layer, or application layer. How you are understanding? What is your idea about this one?
My idea is that, sir, I'm going to apply whatever the term I had applied. I had applied towards the application side only. Uh, in my initial cases or whatever the cases I had worked. Similarly, I work with KK approach. Also, I applied to the application side also. That term. But
Layer?
secondly, we must apply at the physical side and network side also. Other layers is presentation layer. We're not going to change. Or we're not going to apply some new method. But but I think that presentation layer side will try to apply, sir. But I does not think about that how to change that presentation layers information and all that. So just I will think to apply to the application side only, sir. But
Okay.
beside of that network layer, yes, we think about that network layer, and similarly on the physical layer side also we consider that, sir. But,
Yeah, in network layer
application.
also, you see that it is transmit the data through the gateway protocols, like if you say MQTT, okay, or any say vulnerable that's dropping, say MITM attacks, okay. DOS are there, network layer is there. Say if you are discussing, say, perception layer, then the sensors, say you are using that one to collect the physical data. And for example, we're working with the heart rate, glucose. So security risks involved in and fake data
Yes,
can be injected, and a sensor will say may go for affecting. So in that part also, that because cyber security and hacking part, these are all coming to our area, and while we are developing the device, you can look into that part also. Okay, that was my first concern, because security is always should be there. Whatever the device we are developing, the main part is security, and three-layer security we need to consider for our IoT devices. And then thereafter, my next question is that what are the key differences between the traditional healthcare data security models and those applicable to IoT based healthcare system? What do you think? That's we know that from early days we are using, say, traditional healthcare data security models. We have the data security models from last 30 years, 40 years back also. So now IoT based healthcare system. So my question is very simple. The difference between the traditional healthcare security models and those two IoT-based healthcare system. What do you think from your side?
the primary difference between these two is that in case of traditional one, the like nurses or other operators comes into the picture. So they can find that they can identify their data, their name, and maybe possibility sometimes that information becomes disclosed. But in case of IoT sense, if we are going to speak about the IoT system, the information is transmitted from the patient side to directly to the specialist side. So that becomes one of the primary security for we're going to say that the information about the particular patient and patient's data. Secondly, if we are going to speak about the traditional data security, so if some internal person becomes going to be interfere in the system, that becomes also affect on the system parameters. He is going to be changed that. But beside of that, IoT becomes provided more security because it will be directly communicate between the user and directly to the patient. So the direct communication was there between two parties. So that was not the issue in case of IoT security. So traditional security, as we say that number of nowadays we say that DDoS attacks are there or some other attacks are there. So that new attacks, Python attack was there. So new attacks are there as we find that. So that will be also disclose the information because there's somebody's information is there and that information becomes more private. Suppose I'm going to affect by something else and I does not require to disclose to the other else. But after that attack, my information becomes disclosed to the other. So that is the main issue in case of our traditional system. But in case of IoT, we does not find that if once we can protect that data, initially we protect the data, protect the transmission directly. If we find the delay time between transmission and reception, and if that delay time becomes perfect one, every time that if that delays increases, we find that that system becomes affected. So in case of IoT, we say that difficulty was removed from traditional ones.
Yes, very true. And I think that you can add the two main point also that because you see the traditional systems, whenever we are speaking about the traditional healthcare data security models, they can work under that untrusted environment also. But in IoT, you are not never. And I love the way that you are, I think that making one identification. I think you have shared in your presentation the trusted way, how the person will come and maybe your pulse you are recognizing on that one. So the trusted data analysis, that what is the main advantage you are using in your, then therefore I'm asking this question also because untrusted data that older model can use, but in IoT you are going with the trusted model. That is the very, very big advantage in our part. And second time you are already adding that one, I'm again sharing that a real time, that is the main advantage, real time continuous data exploration, that is in IoT. You can work, I think that in one or two devices you have already shown us that patent certificate you are showing, and I think that I have seen that one title, and really happy that to see with that you are going with this modern steps. This is really wonderful because the real-time data analysis in the IoT, it is giving us the maximum advantage, and this is good. Yeah, this topic is really interesting, and so many questions can be there. I would like to request each and everyone to give a big hand to Dr. Kazi Kutubuddin for such an excellent, incredible presentation in this platform. And of course, I think that we can be associated, we will work together. So many things, so many projects, so many funding project, I think that you should plan now, okay? Because you see, the beauty of this Innovator program is whenever you are leading some major research project from different countries. So you are already completing the prerequisites. That's the publication of the paper, publication of the book, publication of your patent. Now you are fully ready to actually lead some team, okay, to lead some team. And I think that as you are from Kolhapur, and we are expecting also you may visit our Mumbai, okay, Mumbai, that is the just nearby. And I think that your institute that you are sharing from Kolhapur. So let us plan for that one. I think that you can do that one. Definitely some projects you can handle, you can take in our Mumbai, okay, so in our ERC Eudoxia Research Center office, and the association will be wonderful. So now I would like to move forward with our other academic senate members and their interaction. So at least one question from our academic senate member. I would like to first unmute our professor, Dr. Rajesh Kannur, sir, the director, to have one question for Kazi Kutubuddin.
Thank you, sir, for unmuting me. Good morning, And I congratulate Dr. Kaji for his excellent and some final Viva presentation. Of course, highlighted and has achieved all the objectives of our PDF. Okay, just I want to know. Okay, Dr. Kaji. Okay, you are in engineering field, especially IoT, and so much of contributions are there. Okay, paper presentations and other things. Okay, how this your PDF project will helps you to achieve practically health for all by 2030, and what's your vision and mission, and what do you expect from your contribution, okay, of this from our Eudoxia PDF, okay, what you have done, how far we can contribute to achieve health for all in India? Tell me.
Thank you, sir. I'm also thankful to you, sir, because of your guidance. I am going to expand my work, sir. So thank you from my bottom of the heart, sir, to you.
Thank you.
Uh,
We are also very grateful that we got you, okay, as an student, okay, as a scholar in our Eudoxia, and we are committed for 24 into 7 learning and contribution to this society, okay. Our aim is not to earn is there, okay, it's not the one thing, because earning we have to earn to live, okay, not to, we are not greedy, okay, and we have to contribute. That is our main objective, okay. And you have to be there as an innovator till
Uh, uh, just before starting to the innovation with IoT, that is with Eudoxia, I does not think about the IoT, because IoT, I think it is somewhat difficult and it comes out of the world thing. So it is an alien thing before I started to work on that. So IoT is for myself, IoT becomes alien. And so I does not think that I will be work anymore on the IoT. I worked on my image processing in my post PhD work. So I think IoT is somewhat difficult. I does not get maybe result I does not get or anything I'm not getting. But when I started to work on that, I find that IoT becomes more easier. I find that issues related to the IoT was there. So similarly, I find that the human, what is the human body? What are the cells in the human body? What are the parts on human body, and which will be helpful for the IoT also? Because I find that in my entire study for human health, is that in human body, T cell is there, B cell is there. So these two cells are used for cure the human body. So they are going to be treat the human body. So I think that why I'm not going to use these concepts in my IoT security. So because of that, if I'm not going to think to work on IoT and work with that healthcare, I'm not going to think to work with the T cell, B cell. I does not work. So I just initially started to work with the T cell. I call that concept is T cell IoT security. So I use that method. That name is called, I call it is as a KK method, KK approach. And lastly, just a few 2 days back, I got the publication for B cell method, B cell human body method. So I call that method's name is a KVS approach. So I got that also published just 2 days back. Similarly, with the IoT, I required to be more involved by means of AI. So I started to work with AI IoT, and we find that more times decisions are required, autonomous decisions are required. When I work with a boiler, I find that the decisions are based on the authorities. Authority will be decide whether we shut down the boiler or not. So in that case, more time will be lapses, and the incidents will be happen. So I think to work on decision making. So I definitely started to work with AI IoT. And in future also, I require to work with AI IoT in human healthcare. The topics also I continue with the same topics, that is bridge health, structural health with AI IoT also. So in 2030, I require to be a I'm not going to say that I becomes more expertise, because I am academician and academicians are not becomes a scientist. But beside of that, I require to reach to the expert level with the AI IoT up to the 2030. And as I suggest, as I says that I require to be more innovative. I require to give more systems or more approaches to the our technological field. As previously I told that I applied methods and I give 4 approaches from my side. So similarly, I require to improve these approaches and becomes as other names are there, like scientist names are there. So similarly, I wish to be my name was there. That smaller name is also there in that list also. That is my expectation up to the 2030. So that will be because of only Eudoxia, because of you sir only, Kunur sir only. And then also I support. I think my support for similar support was there from Singh sir also, and similar support from CEO madam also. So because of them, I reaches to the level, and definitely I continue to go up to that level. So thank you, sir. Thank you for your support, sir.
Welcome. Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, Vigan. And I would like to move forward to our register to have one question as academic senate member.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for admitting me. And I would like to first congratulate Dr. Kazi Kutubule for such an excellent presentation on your final core. We say the final frontier, but as the responsibility generates, when you get something, it is much more. So many more things to come. So my heartiest congratulations to you. As in Eudoxia, we have in any academic driven part, we will have the degrees, or we have this important sessions. We will giving the certification not only those who are completing the SOPs, but it is also the impact to the society, which is very important. So I hope that you will get magnum cum laude, but we will have to see in our academic meeting. So congratulations. First, I would like to state as a registrar, I would like to state your journey in the IIP PDF, and then have some questions regarding the ANN model. Very generalized one. I want to know your opinion as well. So as per our SOP, you have completed the ISBN book publication, IIT in Healthcare from Research Beacon publication. Your second book, Sensor Technology, is an excellent one. Definitely, we will also go for that publication soon. And then second part is that you have also published peer-reviewed journals. So that is another excellent part. You have completed 4 progress seminars starting exactly 2 years and 1 month ago. You have stated your first proposal, that is IoT in healthcare application. You are more focused towards the COVID at that time. But then I think with the first progress seminar, then we will add certain aspects of securities, the ethical complications. Then in the third and fourth progress seminars, we have completed the entire project, not only focusing on the healthcare part, but also different aspects which are actually convoluting the healthcare applications, especially that you have talked about in your presentations in very detailed manner. Now, my one question regarding, and it's a 2-part question, I want to know your opinion, especially talk about, you see, in IoT, it is very important to have definitely the security system is there because the sensors are involved and also, but my focus will be in the modeling part. Now you have talked about the SVM, especially the support vector machines, and then we generally move towards the ANN. That is our tendency. Whenever we want to optimize something, we drop down these traditional methods of response surface methodologies and the old screening methods, and we move towards the ANN models. And after ANN, of course, we are now having a big boss, which is called the artificial intelligence. Now, my question is, what do you think that in terms of ANN models, which you applied, and also you talked about the SVM models, which is the best one at the moment in the IoTs? And what are the role of these AI tools, which can be, supporting in the next coming years? What will be the role of IoT healthcare in your point of view, especially at the moment with ANN and in future with AI? Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for support, sir. Sir, initially I find the paper of decision tree. When I started to work with IoT security, so I find the paper on decision tree. So decision tree does not give me the more results. Then after that, I find 2 papers on SVM. So SVM are giving more collaborative, we are going to say that more improved result as compared to decision tree. So as if we compare these 2 methods, we find that decision tree is, for implementing point of view, decision tree is a simple one. But SVM part, if we are going to speak about that accuracy and all these things, so if we consider SVM is, yes, it is a good, sir. It is as compared to decision tree, it is best one. But when I started to say somewhat new, I required to think to be work to be new. So I think why not to be work with the ANN? Because I previously worked with ANN in my PG and also PhD. So why I started with it because it is easier for me. I started with a feed forward neural network, yeah, ANN. So I started with that. I got the results. I changed some terms, whatever I required, and I got the results as compared to SVM. Yes, if I'm going to speak about in terms of implementation also, yes, sir, ANS becomes more simpler for me because previously I worked with that. So it is simpler for me, but yes, the results are good. I changes some things. I changes the hidden layers count. I use here the 4 hidden layers, input layer, 4 hidden layer, and 1 output layer. So if we are going to change that label, so as today's date, we can call it as a CNN. But
Yeah.
beside of that, I call it as still now I call it as a ANN. In future, AI is also more that is it is more impactable. Similarly, AI becomes we say that it will be help to for research. It will be help any researcher. If I require to work with IoT, yes, it will be helpful for me also. That AI gives me number of tools. Or similarly, we are going to say that number of suggestions to me. If suppose I want to work on healthcare, he suggests that use that sensor, or use in that way, in that way. So that will be helpful for researchers in future also, sir. If we are going to use it is specifically for research, yes, sir. AI tools are more helpful for researchers, sir. But if we are going to take it is on the another way, AI tools will be distract research also, sir.
Yes, absolutely. And you talked about the AI. Yes, of course, because of now, of course, the convoluted also neural networks. And basically, the idea is that at every neural step, the information which is lost, especially with the outliers, must be avoided. And that is how the ANN model is integration starts to take a very good effect, especially in terms of the AI, because AI is an extension, very advanced extension also for the CNN models. Now, my final question is in terms of your vision and mission. You have stated that you want to move towards an AI, an IoT expert. I think you're already an IoT expert. But my point is that can you develop now, move towards the AI and developing your thought process, that developing certain kind of apps, which we can give it to the society, especially in terms of real-time monitoring. It is a very big challenge. Real-time monitoring is a very big challenge in IoT. So what do you think that can you move towards now after your innovator tag? Do you want to move towards the application, the app parts, to sell these apps? Because the concept is researchpreneur. So we have to move towards that. So what do you think about that?
Uh, Sir, definitely, sir. I will think with that. I require to work with AI IoT for specifically for society, like by developing apps for. But what I think, sir, I require to know more things about AI also. Not still now, because I am in the learning phase for AI IoT. Beside of that, I say that I require to be work, but definitely up to the 1 year, I just required maximum 1 year to be becomes expertise in the field of AI. Once I got that, definitely, sir, I require to apply. I require to design an app specifically for this old age persons, sir, and similarly for cancer care patients. I require to work for them because they are facing more problems as compared to the other persons. Old age persons are facing because of their ages, and cancer care patients are facing because of their situations. So I require to work for them, and definitely I require to design an app and a system also for them also, sir. Definitely, sir. In future, I require to work for them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And final, my remark in terms of your presentation, it was an excellent one. And we will move towards now in our academic senate. So congratulations to you, and my best wishes and good luck to your future endeavor. And now, of course, we will also help you in terms of the AI, because in our segment of the patents, IoT in healthcare is also there. That is the fourth pillar of Eudoxia. So that is a great news for you as well. We will move towards now the patent part, especially with the utility patents. And congratulations to you, and very well done with all the processes. Very systematic you have arranged. You have always stated the proposals. You have given the 4 progress seminar in an excellent way, in a professional way, as per our SOPs, as well as you have done the entire publication section. And especially now with our Research Beacon publication, I wish you good luck for your sensor technology, the next upcoming book, as well as you're already, we will like to have more books from your side in the future. So thank you so much. Over to our Honorable President, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And big hand for Dr. Singh also. So we have seen that our Professor Kannur sir, then Professor Dr. Sukhbinder Singh already made the interaction. So as per protocol of our academic senate, we are completing this phase of the Viva, and then we will open for our academicians, other academicians also. They can also interact if they wanted to know. So what are the points I am sharing that Dr. Qazi Kutubuddin completing his IIP PDF. This is 3-year running. This is wonderful. That is, you are giving the time to your research. That is first I am appreciating, because people are hurry. I do not like that concept that I wanted to complete. So some time we have to give. That is the first best work. Then you are coming up with your patents. I think that around 4 patents I have seen. Okay, different patent from South Africa. You are getting the patent. You are getting patent from UK. Then from India also. So 4 to 5 patents you are coming with. So after your Innovator award, that is, you will have your own patent. You are having own publication, numbers of research paper you have shown here, and IEEE publication included. That is very important for our engineering field people, IEEE publication. And thereafter we have seen that book publication from your side. This is super exciting, and also having the Research Beacon book in your hand. And definitely I think that it will give you the another glamour, and you can give the impact to the society. And your progress seminar, I think that was also incredible, as we have seen in the recordings that were all the wonderful presentation. Okay, so now we are formally completing the first protocol part of the academic senate. And as the chairman and the president here, I would like to mention that Dr. Qazi Kutubuddin, okay, successfully completed all the criteria of our IIP PDF Innovator, and we are forwarding his name for Executive Council, EC, for notification. So there will be one meeting, as yes, the EC meeting is always there. So it will be Board of Governance, Board of Directors, Board of Management, and they are forming the Executive Council, and the academician and the experts with all the reports. His thesis was submitted. We have received the report. So after that report, the Viva is conducted. Then Viva also, we have seen that our interaction. And now this is open for every academician. If you want to meet the first, I think that I have to say like that, because completion, we are very, I think that, yes, somebody sometimes say like that, you are not accelerating. I am believing on quality rather than the accelerating it only. So I think that now we are happy. I'm personally happy. I'm very, always very honest and very straightforward person. If it is not with the quality, I will say that not with the quality. So people say like that, you are, my team member also, they are saying like that you should be somewhat sugar coated whenever you are commenting, because sometimes you are very roughly saying like that it is not up to the mark. But I feel always that we have to share the truth. And the truth is that today I am happy that as the innovators are being awarded, and this time 22nd April we are going for that one. So we are having a good name for our Executive Council, and I think that within 10 days the notification will come out. We will be all there, and therefore I think that it is a great achievement. So congratulations and big hand for Dr. Qazi Kutubuddin as a formal part of completing successfully Viva. Now it is the interaction with the academician, any academician, those who want to, we have, I think that numbers of academicians present here. If they want to know the journey, if they want to ask anything, okay, so they can go for that one. And then we will move forward to our next presentation also, IIP PDF presentation. So before it, I think that, yes, Ansal Pandey wanted to share something or ask something. So over to you.
Yes, good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
A big congratulations to Qazi sir. It was really a very nice journey, and but confusing for the newcomers in the IIP PDF program. Should we get the inspiration from you, or should we be depressed? How so many things can happen, so many book chapters, so many books, then publications, then patents. अभी दिल्ली बहुत दूर है for all of us. Still, I just wanted to know one thing. You have mentioned a word about network layers and network security or data security. You
Yes,
have
data
used a word data security. For that, is it possible that data security is very important? That's true. And there should be some awareness among the students or among the society members about the ethics of using an online things. Means the digital etiquettes. And in a broader sense, we can say it as an etiquette. So, in your opinion, will it be fruitful if a module or if anything is made for the students to understand about the digital ethics or about the netiquettes, means the network etiquettes? They should know. There are 10, there are so many network etiquettes. Among them, one is the security, about the online security, what they should share, what they should not share, and all that things. Will this be attached with your work? Because if there is a data security, there is a danger for data security. Is it means the someone is having a bad mind, something is there in the mind, and so in that case, do you think that they should have some knowledge about the netiquette? I think you are getting my point, what I want to ask. Yes.
Ma'am, if we find that nowadays that craze is coming, that avatar,
Ji.
everybody is going to create their own avatar. They are going to provide their personal information to that avatar, and they are just going to find that avatar is look like that. So what is their main issue? We are going to provide ourselves. We are going to give by the, in Hindi we can call it as a थाली सजा के दे रहे हैं हम लोग उनको कि that is my information. You are going to use that information. Whatever, however you are going to use that information, you are going to use. So we require to start it from that basic platform to not to share the information. Similarly, if we goes behind some in past, we find that number of platforms are there. That is online platforms, UPI payment platforms are there, which are who are shared the personal information of that user to others also. So we think about that we must be started does not require to be share the information to the anybody else. So what to where I am going to teach, I taught the students. I taught the students about the IoT, and I give the more elaborated information about that. Just IoT does not require data security. We require to secure our data, our self data also. So the data security, as we say that it is, yes, it is the concern with IoT. Definitely, we require to do that. But beside of that, the personal information we does not require to be shared to anybody else, either by means of IoT. Whenever I require, suppose I require to work with some patient, as I told that I am not going to disclose the name of that particular patient and doctor, because they says me that do not disclose our names. I disclose the name of that solution, that Priya madam's name also, because say they allows me, but doctors does not allow me to work on that, does not disclose on that. Similarly, when I work with a kidney patient, I find the dialysis of the patients. So I use that data also. But the doctor says that does not use that data, does not share that data. You does not maintain any information on your laptop also, because why I don't know, but I think that that is the part of the data security. So just they want to say that you are going to send the information towards me, and I will receive that information. I will analyze myself. So you are not going to enable any AI tool for the kidney data, whatever the patient they are giving. So if they think that the information is more important, as a technician, as a technical person, I must require to think that maybe some security is required for everything else in future also, and definitely for my work is also. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and Dr.
Similarly, sir, I require to add one thing, that I required to apply. Already, I submitted my forms for Love Healthcare patent to our university. Also, I require to publish. I require to apply for the patent from our side, from our university side, for IoT healthcare applications, sir. Also,
Yeah.
that is Love Healthcare. So definitely, sir, I require support from university side.
Sure, sure. That is wonderful concept, and I think that you have already shown us. And yes, so many things we can use there. Say, as we are saying about the security, and definitely that you are showing us the lighting system, and we can add the application. If you need that, we will sit 1 hour. I will make it. Okay, we have to use the HTML, CSS, and JS codes there, and we can use the app and the sensor level, whatever the parameters that you are entering, and it will be working app also. Okay, I will develop for you, no issue for that one. Okay, we will I will add that one because it will give us that whenever people wanted to see that what is the input and output. Okay, that is a wonderful concept. I think that we are never thinking about that way, that love healthcare. Yeah, I am also working for this field for 2 decades like that. But the fact is that yeah, it is an unique concept. We really like that one. And if it can be, yeah, name, we have to see that whether love healthcare or emotion, or you can add something also there. Okay, if you want to use the sensor technology there, or to use some chips, so that whenever the human are interacting, what are the parameters there you are taking as an input. Okay, input data to display the output result. Okay, the commercialization part, we need to check that one also. Commercialization, it is a good work, definitely good work, and I'm always preferring the commercialization, because you see the practical use must be there. If we are developing something, if we are spending our time, your time, my time, then people should use it at a cheapest way, not cheapest. The price should be there. Price should be very low. It should be durable in nature, long time. One person is buying the device, so they should use it for 20 years, 15 years, like that. The durability must be there. So I think that these are, and your invention, I really love the way that you are projecting IoT in a different area, different dimension. If it is, you are touching so many areas. It's an huge work. And as our academicians interacting, they are also saying like that, yeah, you should get the inspiration. I'm always saying like that. But that 3 years, I think that the every minute you are utilizing for the contribution to the society. Big hand for Dr. Kazi Kutubuddin for such a noble and wonderful work. We are really happy that you are coming with very soon our IR title, and we are very strict also to give that IR, because you see that it is, we are introducing. Earlier people say we are using, say, Dr. DR, okay, for engineer here. So IR title, that as a prefix to the name, to the innovator, and they must have patent. They must have patent in their name, and they should go with something unique. If they are from, say, social science, then we are expecting, okay, copyright must be there. They should have the copyright. They should have the maybe some trademark development copyright for the some theories, some model. So what is there, you see, it is always very important to have some uniqueness. And even after Viva also, I'm always sharing that we are going for patent filing, final one with you. And that topic that you are sharing, we can go for that one. Very good one, new concept, and giving contribution to the society. So good luck. And we are also expecting your association. Okay, after this part, your association with our Eudoxia, our register will coordinate with you, our director will coordinate with you, how the association will be. Okay, I am really happy that you are doing some good work to the society, and now the association can be there. Okay, association can be there. It will be for mutual benefit, and definitely I think that we will have the wonderful association in upcoming days. And you are becoming very soon alumni from that IIP PDF, and you may join that our class, okay, that academician part from our Eudoxia. How the association will be there, director and register will coordinate with you, and good luck from our side. Thank you very much, and again, big hand
Thank you.
for such an incredible contribution to the society. Thank you very much.